What's up, guys? MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome. As always, hope you're not getting plugged on in Tekken 8. Well, you probably are. Super awesome. Not quite factual here. A Redditor, a Chad, if you will, has assembled the metagame data for Tekken 8. So we're gonna have an updated... Oh my... Do you have to sub when I'm doing my goddamn intro? Shut the fuck up! Jesus Christ! What was I saying? So he has assembled the metadata. So we're gonna look at an updated character usage. How popular is your character? But more interesting, win-loss ratio for the very first time. We're gonna see win-loss ratio on every character. And this one I'm really excited about. Because the characters have changed so much. So I'm like, I know the data really well from Tekken 7. So I'm interested in seeing, are certain characters performing better due to their buffs? Or they changed moveset and identity? Are some characters performing worse? I mean, Leroy might be performing worse, although he's still so strong in beginner and intermediate. But he's probably the shittiest character right now in terms of high-level play, I think. After I labbed him, like, he's proper weak. But so let's take a look here. So character counts, you can immediately tell this is character popularity. You have Reina at the top. And it's not even close. I mean, look at this shit. Reina's dong is like what? It has 6 inches on everyone else's dong? That's a big dong. But yeah, look how popular she is. It's not even close. It's not even close. And Jesus, do I feel this every day when I play this game? Like when I play ranked, it's just Reina, 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 someone else. Reina, Reina. It's like, but again, I'm like, well deserved. She is the coolest. I mean, I said as much early on. Like, she's the coolest newcomer ever. Everything about her is so amazing. Her moveset is amazing. But can she be really frustrating to go up against? Yeah, I feel like it's never my turn. Never my turn. But I'm happy to see this. I'm really happy to see this. In a way, she's the face of Tekken 8. And I feel it's well deserved. And then at second place, King. Wow, he is popular. I was expecting to see Dragunov at second place, but it's King. Many of you seem to hate King. I can't do it. I think he's super cool. That's cool to see. Jin at third place. That's cool. Dragunov. Oh, Hwoarang. Hwoarang is at 5th place. Is he gaining popularity? I thought we were going to see Kazuya at 5th place. But it's Hwoarang, and then it's Victor, and then it's Kazuya. Wow, okay. Reina, King, Jin, Dragunov, Hwoarang. I didn't expect to see Hwoarang that high up, but okay. Victor is very popular, yeah. Then Kazuya. Again, a character... Top 3 popularity in Tekken 7 was always, with no exception, it was Paul, Kazuya, Brian. So Brian has tumbled. He's tumbled. Kazuya has tumbled. And yeah, Paul is just... I call this the Karen effect. It's the hair. I think it's the hair that just killed him. Even though, I mean... They knew they fucked up to the point of where Harada takes to Twitter and says, no, you can't change to legacy hair. It's in customization mode. He actually tweeted that. Yeah. They knew they fucked up, you know, and even if the old hair is there, the default just hits so hard. Just gives everyone erectile dysfunction so badly. They won't go into customization mode to get the Viagra. They're just like, well, one guy does. But it's like, they're like, no, we're not gonna take it. I mean, I also go for the Viagra. I play Legacy Paul. Yeah. June, it seems to be gaining popularity. I think she was more here before. But she's gaining popularity. Maybe word is getting out that she's completely OP. June players do plug a lot. So I think there might be a tier whore aspect to this. Would not be surprised. Yoshimitsu is very popular, well deserved. He was not as popular in Tekken 7. I think it's because he's so cool now. I mean, I despise fighting Yoshi, but he's so cool. Not gonna lie on that one. Steve, is he less popular? Maybe Botox face? Law is in the middle. Lily is in the middle. Devil Jin is so cool. And he's so strong. I would expect him to be here. Like, why is Devil Jin all the way over here? But yeah, when I think about it, I don't play very often against Devil Jin players. Maybe it's because he's so difficult to play.
I'm brand new to Tekken and wanted to let you know that your videos have helped me out a lot.
Dude, you just sent me a novel. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the tip, but I'm recording something for YouTube. I'm gonna replay your message in about 10 minutes. Thank you. Asuka is here. I expect it to be more popular. Lars is over here. Also expected to be more popular, to be honest. I mean, and they push him real hard, like Roman Reigns in story mode. Make him look real strong. Yeah, he has a big moment. He's, you know, he goes solo against Kazuya, and he's here. Lee Fengwei, thank God he's not more popular. Fuck me, he is strong. He is brain dead. Alyssa, oh my God, if she was over here, everyone would quit this game. I do believe that. The same with Xiaoyu. If these two were super popular, I mean, I would play less rank. I'm not lying. I would play less rank. Nina, but Xiaoyu, again, we're getting a balance patch tomorrow in about 24 hours. I think we're getting it, and I can only hope Xiaoyu gets substantial nerfs, because right now she's that awful combination of super gimmicky lab character that evades every single thing you do. You just die if you press into her. And she combines that with having the best 50-50 in the game, best heat in the game, best frames in the game, best strings in the game. Oh, and best throw in the game. 80 damage. And it's like, okay. Like, you know what the trade-off used to be in Tekken? You were a super gimmicky piece of shit, like Lei, but the developers said, you can't combine that with having actual good 50-50 and poking. Well, don't get me wrong, Lei has a good 50-50, but you couldn't combine that with broken movement and strong fundamental tools like poking, plus frames. You didn't get to combine those two. But lately with Tekken 7, they did it with Zafina, Kuni, and now, you know, they've done it with Xiaoyu, and it's like, what the hell? Nina is more popular, it seems, than I thought. Leo is not popular. Thank you so much for that, Mr. King Kong. Mr. King Kong. I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Jack is here. He doesn't seem popular. Claudio, not popular. Leroy's not... and we killed them off. Leroy's not popular, and he's really weak. Raven is not popular. Kuma, Shaheen, Zafina. This is expected. Zafina is popular, though, amongst high-rank sweats. Like, these two... no one plays them, but if you get up into high ranks in Tekken 8... suddenly, this list doesn't make sense. And suddenly, you know, I've played against 3 pandas yesterday. Suddenly you see Panda, you see Zafina a lot, you see Raven a lot. That very powerful knowledge check when you're this unpopular. For free, you make it out of beginner and intermediate ranks, because no one knows what you're doing. Win, 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 high level ranks. And suddenly this list doesn't make sense, because you see these quite a lot, actually. Except for Leroy. The tier whores, I just don't see Leroy at all. Tier whores, no point spending time with Leroy. So, sorry, that was 10 minutes now on character popularity. Still interesting. So here we can see where what rank Joe Biden rank distribution looks like. I got it out eventually, out of my mouth. So it seems like by far we're gonna find the most people in Dan 15. This must be a red rank, or is that, no, is that orange even? I'm over here, I think. Is that got you? Yeah. It also makes me laugh, you know, I have a lot of elitist neckbeard Tekken nerds in my Twitch chat when I play rank. And I'm currently Raijin with Kazuya, I'm close to hitting Kishin. And I try to tell people that, yeah, if you've reached red ranks, you've done really well. You've done really well, because right now, if you play red ranks, you have a combination of like June spammers that are gonna quit on you if it looks like you're going to win, or Azucenas, or the next match you might go up against a Tekken Pro. I shit you not, who just hasn't played ranked that much yet, or is dabbling with a sub-character. Red ranks are like genuinely very competitive. And yeah, I mean, statistically, you can see here, if you, it's like someone told me, Fujin is a low rank. If you've made it to Fujin, which is one of these, you're in a tiny minority, buddy. You're in a tiny minority. But so, did we know what 15 was? Garyu. So most people are at Garyu. Well, no. We have to take this into account. Yeah, most people, it's the most common rank, but we know that most people are Garyu or below. The vast majority of players are Garyu or below. Not surprising. And that's exactly what I've been saying, actually, the last few days. Yeah. Garyu or below. And here we have a character win rate. Very, very interesting. I immediately want to see Kazuya. He's bottom 5 in... He's bottom 5 in Tekken 7. And here he's bottom 6, I guess? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's bottom 6. Yeah. So that's not surprising. Steve getting pummeled in the ass is not surprising. Asuka?
Will you shut up, Hellas Groupman?
I was being silent there, sir. The character with training wheels, like 6 training wheels attached to her, is bottom 3 win-loss ratio. This one just doesn't I don't get it. This one I don't get at all. Reina players are very busy getting bent over. Lovely. Holy shit, they are. But she is very difficult. Yeah. There's a case for her being the hardest character in the game. But yeah, Reina is being bent over in Tekken 8. Bent over all day long. Yeah. I mean, and yeah, it's substantial here as well. Jesus. Yeah. It might be due to all of the beginners who really like her and want to play her, and we're just getting molested. But so who's doing the best? Feng Wei, not surprising. Ultra brain dead, best mash in the game. Top 5, super strong, super brain dead. Claudio is very easy. He does hop kicks, he wins. Jack 8. Okay, he's doing that well. Well, he can play stance, pressure, rushdown now. 10 frame heat smash. Launching froze that does do a million damage in a game where froze, if it counter it, you die. You can't sidestep froze, which is something I hope they actually change. I feel like the counter hit buff to froze is strong enough. I don't like the fact that when I'm trying to sidewalk you, you can use a giant swing as your homing option. I mean, that is just straight up stupid in my opinion. I really hope they remove that. It's just so many times now I'm sidewalking people and they just do a throw and I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah. Panda. And he also enjoys a low pick rate, which always does wonders for your win-loss ratio. You can surprise people with knowledge checks. Panda, exactly what I just mentioned. Alyssa, exactly what I just mentioned. I mean, I played a really good Kazuya yesterday. Almost made it to Kishin in ranked. And I encountered on Alyssa, these guys can't break a single throw. Like, in terms of fundamental skill, they're very low. But they go into destruction mode, and then we go... And even after labbing her chainsaws, I'm still unclear as to what the counterplay is. I just lab it, and I'm just like, what exactly is the counterplay? And the Alyssa mains just tell me, guess correctly. And I'm just like, well, with Kazuya, you can still, option select my 50-50 by stepping left. But they're like, no, you scrub loser. You should do the hard read. You should know what I'm doing. You should do the hard read. And I'm like, okay, great. So, Alyssa, Devil Jin is doing really well. Oh god, he's that high. I was expecting him to do worse, to be honest. Maybe this is the Psycho Crusher effect, the heat smash, just... No, I mean, I even forget about it, that he's in heat, and he just does a Psycho Crusher and you die. Nina is doing really well, that's not surprising. Kuma's doing well, not surprising. Victor, I expected to be #1, to be honest. I'm actually surprised he's all the way over here. But, all the way over here, all of these characters are killing it, right? Lars is doing super well. I know you all expected Dragonov. You all hate King so much. I have an upcoming anti-character guide for King. The final minutes, I mean, I talk about how much you guys hate King and how that character gets more hate than any other character. Anytime I go, I mean, I don't like reading Tekken Reddit. It's such a cesspool of garbage, but all over there's just King hatred. And in my chat, there's a lot of King hatred. I don't really see another character get singled out as much. Maybe Dragonov, but King, everyone hates on King. So I made an anti-King guide. It's gonna drop like tomorrow or something, in a few days. It's scheduled. But I finished that video with 3 minutes of just saying, by the way, King is not as easy as you think. It's just you think it's just spam, throws, and win. But I can assure you that if you try and play King a little bit, you'll notice that, oh right, he spams throws, but the throws they lose to all of this. Do you think these guys stand still, like, for even 1 second, going, I'll guard now, I'll block, okay? I'm gonna block now for a couple of seconds. Try and see what you can do. No. These guys go, woo! Ah! 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 Try and throw them. Try and pick King and try and throw these guys. And then you'll understand, like, oh, right. I can't. They're always hugging the floor. They're always doing a 27 hit in your face. And then you think it's easy doing that giant swing notation while someone's just, yeah, it's just, this is much harder than all you guys think. Much harder than you think. So let's see, Dragonov is here. But he's doing really well. That's not surprising. Leo is doing well. Raven is doing well. Of course. Law is doing reasonably well. Brian. Paul. They're around the middle, Brian and Paul. This is an advanced character. This is an intermediate character, Paul. Yoshimitsu is doing better than he did in Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, he's somewhere here. Actually, he's bottom. I think it was bottom 1, actually. He was Reina. But with significant buffs to Flash, and Yoshi actually doing damage now, it's reasonable to see him higher. Hwoarang should be higher. June, I don't even know how... June and Asushin are here? I mean, these two are like win the character. Absolutely brain dead game plan. Straight up multiple OP attacks. A monkey on a bad day can execute it. Yeah, I don't know how this is possible. I don't get it. Zafina is here. Okay. King. Lee is not surprising to see towards the bottom. Shaheen. This one is surprising though. Jin. But this is honestly something I've understood more and more. I used to say Jin is OP in Tekken 8 because I would constantly contrast him to specifically Kazuya, Brian, and Paul. Characters I have interest in, and characters who are actually reasonably honest in this game. And I know what you're going to say. Have you seen Paul's damage? Ah! Yeah, but I can assure you that high-level players are going to tell you the same thing. Like, Jin, even with all of the buffs, is surprisingly honest in this game. Because as soon as the game launched, and I could play the full game, it became immediately clear how much BS pretty much everyone has. And suddenly Jin's BS that I discovered mostly in the demo, it just wasn't that bad in comparison to what everyone does in this game. And Kazuya and Brian, especially Brian, strong, solid character, very honest, but it feels like Kazuya and Brian are still playing very much Tekken 7 when everyone else is playing Tekken 8. Everyone is like, Kazuya, I have no complaints on Kazuya. He doesn't need buffs, in my opinion. He's solid. It's just that he plays a very, very honest game. In a game where everyone plays dishonest. Very dishonest. Like, I've said this a few times, but in Tekken 7, you know, you're used to blocking when you play Kazuya. You rely so much on matchup knowledge, and you respect the other characters a ton. You know, you just have to. You wait for your opening. And in Tekken 7, you could find yourself blocking for 10 seconds. In this game, I can stand block for like 20 seconds. Because the characters that have overwhelming, aggressive offense in this game, it's so fucking overwhelming. You're just like, Jesus, when is it my turn? Yeah, I feel like Brian, Paul, and Kazuya are still playing Tekken 7, and everyone else is playing Tekken 8. But Jin is also, even with all of the buffs, he feels reasonably honest, I have to say. So he's here. Xiao Yu is here. Ultra OP, ultra flowcharty, intermediate in skill though. Yeah, this just surprises me. Because I think if this list could separate for high level play, I think she would be here. She would be here. And what if she's popular with beginners and that drags her down somehow? Kazuya here is not surprising, but it's one placing better than Tekken 7. One placement better. Leroy is in the fucking dumpster. Leroy performs really poorly. He's probably the weakest character in high-level play after labbing him. I just think he is. Everything that made him good in Tekken 7 has been pretty dumpstered in 8. All the key tools were nerfed. All of them. And then the new stuff he got doesn't seem that strong to me. Leroy is kind of crap, I think. And no one wants to play Leroy. He's like, you know, we saw his popularity. It was in the dumpster. And it's so weird considering what a great job they did. But prior to Reina, I think he was the best newcomer ever. Super broken on release. His gameplay was kind of dull. But I still liked the animations and he was so cool. His looks, you know, the voice, the wing, Ip Man. Who doesn't like Ip Man? The Ip Man movies. Lily performs poor. This is just, I can't explain it. I have no clue. Steve, yeah, he's an unbelievably complicated character. Reina is an unbelievably complicated character. So that's not surprising. But this is really cool data here assembled by recently some guys who are pretty good at this game insinuated that my main Shang is a top 5 character. Being the diligent member of the Ling Nation that I am, I decided to investigate if this was true and downplay Shang. Yeah. But she's top 5. She's broken. Yeah, I think. This is the very messy Conan data to my GitHub here. El Gonio. Well, thank you so much for this Chad, for assembling this. And again, his Reddit username is not quite factual. Panda and Xiaoyu. Lovely. But thank you so much, buddy, for assembling this. It was super interesting to take a look at this, especially the win-loss ratio was super cool. And hope you all enjoyed my little commentary on this. And have a great day, everyone. And I hope you stay plug-free.